we can format text to to be displayed in different ways visually for different purposes. And one of the reasons why you might format text differently is so that it will fit differently on a sheet. For example, if I wanted to print out this spreadsheet on a one sheet of paper, it may be too wide to be able to print out on one sheet. And you might notice if I look at these words right over here, this text doesn't even display all the way. The cells aren't big enough. So I could open it up a little bit, but that only makes my data wider. It only makes my content wider, and it may not fit on the sheet. So I'm going to show you what you can do to maybe um, consolidate the space that your text takes up. So I'm going to show you text direction and text wrapping. So first, text direction. It's pretty simple. Now, it may not be applicable in all instances, but for this case, I'm going to go ahead and apply it to my totals down here. So my text direction is really easy to use. All I need to do is come right up here to my toolbar and select text rotation. Now I have a few options. There are some default options of a 45-degree tilt up. You can see how that changed my text down here. Or I can go straight down. I don't really like how that looks. Or I can just, bring it back to where it was in flat. Now you could also create a custom angle. So you have the text selected, you click on your text rotation tool, come right over here to the far right, and then you type in. So there's all these different directions I could choose from. I'm just going to go with 35 because notice that's not on the list, but I can still type that in. Oops, there we go. So I can still type that in even though it's not on the list. So I type that in, hit enter, and now my text has been angled so that it may take up less space. I could make my column a little smaller and my text fits a little better. Now to fix this problem, I probably don't want to make my text angled because it wouldn't really look right, but another option is text wrapping. So you notice all of these cells, there's not enough space for the text within the cell. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to highlight the cells and then come up to my toolbar again and select this button here called text wrapping. Now there's a few different options. You could just have it overflow, which if I select that, normally this is the default, but the reason why it's not working in this case is because I've created a border. So if I click away, you can see this border. The text will not overflow over something that you have put in, whether it's formatting or whether it's additional text in another cell. So that option won't really work for me. What I'm going to do instead is select text wrapping, and we're going to select wrap. Now you'll see right away what this does. So it keeps my column the same distance or the same width. So my column up here is the same width, but my rows will expand to display the entire text within a cell. So text wrapping can also save space when printing documents.